When two farmers knew that their cow was in labor, they were at her side to assist. What they weren't expecting, however, was the result of the birthing. The cattle farmers watched in amazement as events unfolded, and what they saw made their jaws drop open. People underestimate cattle in the Western world, but many industries make their living from cows. Not only do they provide beef, dairy, and leather, but even their feces are useful. To be more specific, it's an important ingredient in both fuel and manure. Cows are also used as mounts or working animals in some parts of the world. They're such useful animals that they're highly respected in India, both religiously and because of their contribution to the economy. As a result, eating beef is largely forbidden in most Indian states. When you look at how much cattle have to offer, such veneration is understandable. But there are some people in the Western Hemisphere that understand their importance too. This is especially true of those who depend on cows for their livelihood. For example, take Chuck and Deb Beldo, who live in Sebeka, Minnesota, and have a cattle farm there. They live and work around bovines and recently became internet sensations. It all started when one of their beloved cows had a very special pregnancy. The heifer, whose name is unknown, is quite a remarkable cow. She was already a mother 2 times over, and each time she gave birth to a perfect calf. This is not unusual, as cattle generally give birth to a single baby at a time. However, sometimes there's an exception and a cow will give birth to twins. The farming website Lifestyle Block reports that there is a 1 in 4,000 chance of a double bovine birth. The odds of a heifer having more than 2 calves at once are even more unlikely. On July 11, 2015, farmer Bernard Hoskins from Cornwall in the UK experienced a case of bovine triplets. Hoskins left his pregnant cow while he went and had breakfast, and she'd had 2 calves when he returned. Moreover, the heifer was having a third. "We've never had triplets before," he told British newspaper The Mirror at the time. "I've never even heard of anyone having triplets before. I think we'll keep them. They're a bit special to us now." Hoskins named the calves June, Juliet, and May. So while it's possible for cows to have twins or triplets, the latter is rarely heard of. It's unlikely to be something that crossed Chuck and Deb's minds as their heifer went into labor. But the old adage, "third time lucky," definitely applied to her. Chuck and Deb attended to their cow through the labor. What occurred shocked them both. Deb was the first one to witness it and told CBS Minnesota just how amazed she was in an interview on June 6, 2018. "I've been around cattle all my life and I've never seen anything like this before," she reported. Chuck also described the birth, recalling the moment that his wife revealed how many calves had been born. "Deb's in front of me and she holds up 3 fingers," and he said, "and then she gets a little closer, she holds up 4 fingers." The birthing cow didn't have 2 or 3 calves, but 4, which is a monumental phenomenon. Bovine quadruplets are so rare that they're only 1 in 700,000 chance of occurring. But what surprised the farming couple even more is that they all survived. So what exactly are the odds of all calves being born healthy? It's 1 in 11.2 million to keep them alive, Chuck explained. The future looked bright for the young ones too. "I think we're going to make it now," he concluded. Chuck was so surprised that he wouldn't have previously gambled on such an event. "A week ago I wouldn't have bet a dime on it," he revealed. You can imagine how surprised the heifer must have been to give birth to quadruplets. Thankfully, the new mommy didn't have to care for her calves herself. The farmers were there to lend a hand. Since heifers aren't used to having so many children, Chuck and Deb volunteered to help mommy. They bottle-fed the calves in 4-hour intervals. The bouncing baby cow quadruplets proved to be quite the handful. Chuck described the endeavor as like pushing frogs in a wheelbarrow. But the calves grew quickly, and soon the farmers could see glimpses of the cows they were going to become. Chuck said, "They've done really good. It's amazing. You could grab a hold of them when they were first born. There's not much calf there, and they've grown a lot." The calves weren't the only things that were growing either, so was their popularity. Deb told the media that her grand calves had hit viral levels of popularity on the internet. "I believe there's been 80,000 some shares throughout the world," the farmer reported. "That's been kinda neat. And that's only the social media figures." On June 11th, 2018, Chuck added an update on Facebook. "The calves were more like Mexican jumping beans than calves 1 week ago," he said. "They're doing great today. They're not out of the woods yet, but they are gaining weight." I hope you like this video. If so, please hit the subscribe button and click on the bell icon to make sure you never miss a video from our channel.